Aloha kako, my name is James Hustace, and I serve as Hawaii County Council Member for District 9, representing the communities of North and South Kohala. Just in our Hilo office again today, and wanted to provide you a few new updates since our last chat. Over the last week, a number of good conversations regarding the coconut rhinoceros beetle. I want to mahalo Senator Richards, Representative Tarnas, Representative Lowen for being a part of that conversation. This recording is up in the link tree, and I encourage you to watch it. There was a number of great state officials and sharing information on updates and ongoing efforts about the coconut rhinoceros beetle efforts on the west side of the island. And I do encourage you to watch that recording for more of that current information and details about the eradication efforts. Also was able to grateful to attend the Hawaii State Association of Counties. This is an annual meeting of county officials from across the state, and this year was convened in District 9. Great to see county and state officials there, opportunity to engage, talk about policy developments, and really engage with community leaders about really the focus this year on resilient communities. And in regards to water in North Kohala, some news on that front. That essential needs use only has been canceled for the North Kohala system. So I want to mahalo the Department of Water Supply for repairing Javi Well number 2, for getting out there, especially over this weekend. The team was out there, the department was out there disinfecting the well, conducting water sampling and the testing there, and they brought that well back into operation. So residents can now resume normal water use in the area. So thank you for all of your patience. Mahalo for the hard work in bringing this back online. There still will be a Department of Water Supply meeting in Kapa'au with community this Wednesday, September 17th, starting at 4:30 at the Kohala Senior Center. This meeting is being hosted by the North Kohala Community Utilities Group. So I encourage you to attend, ask your questions to our department officials about their ongoing work in the system to create redundancy and overall resilience in the community. This week we are also on for council and committee. We'll be in Kona tomorrow and Wednesday. Some ongoing discussions about the Department of Public Works and those charter amendments. There's one charter amendment for the Department of Public Works and the minimum qualifications for the director, and that's Bill 64. Bill 72 is the other one, that's minimum qualifications for the director for environmental management. So some ongoing discussions for those possible charter amendments. We also have Bill 75. This is that continuation of the free fare suspension through December of 2028 for all of our mass transit and our buses across the county here. And then Bill 79 is a big one for the Kealikehi wastewater treatment plant and upgrading that facility. We also have a new bill on the agenda here for Bill 83, conversation in reducing disposable plastic foodware and serviceware across the county. And then really interesting to hear the presentation by Hunden Partners and Research and Development on the short-term vacation rental. This is that impact assessment done by Hunden Partners. So really that economic impact to Hawaii County at large. So it'll be good to have that conversation and that presentation at council tomorrow. They're also, on behalf of District 9, we have a resolution moving forward to transfer funds and supporting the North Kohala Kapuna Day. So excited to see that one move forward. And then this week we also have an opportunity to testify on the general plan. Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. will be that next iteration. We'll be working towards Chapter 4. This is on sustainable and resilient communities. Remember that you can give your oral testimony in person, either at the Kona or Hilo chambers or on Zoom. So that presentation, that opportunity will be for community members to testify, continuing on the general plan. And then there'll be next week on Tuesday, September 23rd, there will be a presentation given by the Planning Department to Council at 9 a.m., really all around that Chapter 4 and the inner workings of that chapter. You know, as always, I encourage you to submit testimony on these items that come before Council. Please use that email, counciltestimony@hawaiicounty.gov, to submit your written testimony, and that's due at 12 noon on the business day prior to that meeting. Otherwise, you can give oral testimony at the Council chambers or at any of our remote sites. You can even request that Zoom link to provide testimony online, virtually. So send that request to councilremotestimony@hawaiicounty.gov. A couple of upcoming road paving and road work in the district. In Waimea, we're still seeing that ongoing striping efforts. They're doing some corrective work across the island, so they should be coming back around to the Waimea area between the Lindsay Road intersection and Lalamila Farm Road to really finish that striping. So we're looking forward to that being finished soon, as well as out by Mamalahoa Highway, out by the Daniel K. Inouye Highway intersection, finishing some ongoing work there. Along Queen Kahumanu Highway, in the resort area and the Waikoloa area between mile marker 67 and 75, just be prepared and expect some shoulder work and tree trimming to happen along the highway there. On Kohala Mountain Road, some ongoing tree trimming and shoulder work. And then out on a Konipuli Highway, some shoulder maintenance and road maintenance out towards Pololu Valley on that stretch of County Highway. And as I mentioned, last week we had that nice virtual meeting hosted by Senator Richards and his office about coconut rhinoceros beetles. Great conversation and points from our state officials and those in the field doing the work in the eradication efforts. We're still under that voluntary compliance order across the west side of the island between Waikoloa and the North Kona area. So if you do have any of that green waste, please do your best to dispose of it at the appropriate facilities, either at the West Hawaii Organics facility or the Kealakekee transfer station. Really, the purpose and the point is to restrict movement of these host materials across the island, and in particular that area where we have identified coconut rhinoceros beetle in these areas, in these compost areas, and any of this plant propagation material. So it's really to prevent movement from that area and into that area. This week, tomorrow afternoon, the Friends of the Library Waikoloa region will be hosting a community meeting on Discover the Winged Wildlife in Your Neighborhood. So this is a community meeting. This will be in the Waikoloa Village Association community room at 1:30 in the afternoon. And as I mentioned at the top, the Department of Water Supply will be holding that community meeting on Wednesday at the Senior Center. So an opportunity to engage with our water officials and ask questions about their recent work and the future plans in the area. So that'll be 4:30 at the Senior Center in Kapa'au. On Thursday evening, there is the South Kohala Community Development Plan Action Committee. This month, they are meeting in the Waikoloa area at the community room, starting at 5 p.m. On Friday, there will be a Narcan or naloxone distribution in Waikoloa at the Waikoloa KTA, starting at 3 p.m. in the afternoon at Friday there outside of KTA. Also on Friday in Waikoloa, there's a Waikoloa Dryland Forest Initiative. They're doing their biocultural talk story on their property, their site at 5:30 in the evening. And on Saturday, there will be a Civil Defense Disaster Preparedness event in Kona at the gymnasium there, starting at 10 a.m. And then throughout this whole week in Waimea is the Paniolo Festival Week. So a lot of different events happening across the week there in Waimea. This is put on by the Aloha Festivals Island of Hawaii, really celebrating our heritage in the Waimea area, North Hawaii area, with our Paniolo. Events happening every night. Even tonight, there's a bingo opportunity. A lot of these are being held at Kohala. So tonight, bingo at Kohala. Tomorrow, there'll be at Kohala, there'll be a stampede line dance and competition. There's also a bonfire, a mele and mo'olelo on the Waimea Nui Aina. And then Paniolo cook-off on Thursday, horse lei making on Friday. And of course, Saturday is that Paniolo parade. So do expect some traffic impacts on Saturday if you are going to the Waimea area. Roads will be closed during that time of the parade, starting at 10 a.m. and expect them to be closed for a good hour and a half as the parade makes its way through Waimea from Nui Nui Playground all the way to Kalani Shuri District Park. So for more information about all the times of those different events, I do encourage you to visit those social media pages, Instagram page for Aloha Festivals Island of Hawaii. For more information, there's also their website, alohafestivalsislandofhawaii.com. All the details about each of those events, the timing of everything, but a lot of opportunity to celebrate our Paniolo of North Hawaii and the Waimea area. So a lot of fun opportunities there to get together with community. I'm honored to serve as your council member, so please reach out if you have any questions. You're welcome to email me at james.hustace@hawaiicounty.gov. You can call our Waimea office at 808-887-6077 or our Hilo office at 808-961-8564. And with that, I want to wish you good health, be well, aloha.